Hey everyone, it's Liz from Media Dev. It's been a while since I haven't put out a video, so I'm excited to be here today to talk to you about marketing and the importance of thought leadership. But before I dive into the topic, I wanted to tell a story. I've been working with Media Dev for 13 years, and when I started working, we did not do any marketing for ourselves, which is kind of unusual if you think about the fact that we're a marketing company. We just never did any marketing whatsoever for ourselves. So we didn't have a blog, we didn't write any kind of articles or case studies. We did not create any content for ourselves. We had no videos. We didn't do any types of advertising. We had a website, but it wasn't optimized for SEO. It was not a lead magnet. I kind of think of it as even just being a small window, but it really wasn't very good. And over the years, the only way that we got new business was basically through word of mouth, which of course is fantastic, but it doesn't guarantee you a steady stream of new business. And we had, our sales team that was out there cold calling people to try to get them interested and convinced in working with us. Now, over the years, we realized that, when you want to reach your growth objectives, it's really not good enough. And you can't just be passively waiting around for people to knock on your door if you're not attracting them to do so. So it became evident that we needed to do more. And that's when we created our blog, and we created all these articles that were optimized for SEO. We really took a look at what are the search terms that our key audience is going to be looking for, how can we have them find us, and we created a lot of value-added content which is gated on our website so that we could capture contact details of people and that we could really start generating some leads. And that was great, and I think that because of all of that effort, over time, we have been able to position ourselves as thought leaders in our niche. And of course, we have a very, specific niche. But what that means is that when people do find us, they're really our core audience. And we want to work with those people. So that's been, really fantastic to see that the efforts we've put out really have helped us. And we have been able, to get new business because of those marketing efforts. A lot of people ignore marketing. They don't think that it's so important, but it really is an integral part of the sales process. And without it, your sales team is going to suffer immensely, especially if you don't have good content and you're not able to really highlight, where you fit in terms of thought leadership. You need to stand out from your competition now more than ever. And COVID has really been a very trying situation for many, many companies who have suffered greatly. And now is not the time to cut marketing budget. More than anything, people need to be able to attract new business so that they don't just disappear. And in the software vendor community, software vendors in general have done quite well during COVID. We've seen an exponential increase in business, which is amazing. We were not expecting that whatsoever. But obviously, when you have a specific niche and you want to distinguish yourself from your competitors, having really fantastic content that highlights your thought leadership is going to be one of the best marketing tactics that you can do. Now, of course, this is not something that's going to have an immediate impact in 5 minutes. It took us several years to really get to the position that we're at now. So it is a much longer term strategy, but it's one that will immensely help because, now, we don't have to do so much of that outbound cold calling to find new business. In fact, we don't even do it at all because we have other ways of people finding us and, of course, talking about us and giving us new business because they speak so highly of us and our case studies kind of speak for themselves. So all of these mechanisms together have really made it so that we've been able to build and grow our business exponentially from where we were 13 years ago. So when you're thinking about your own marketing, think about, what are the areas where I can showcase my thought leadership and the thought leadership of other key decision makers within my organization. What type of content can we create around that to really highlight our difference and our edge? And sometimes that may take a lot of innovation, in order for you to really be able to get that out there. And, but that's what's going to attract people. I think that there's so much content out there. I mean, content is king. We know that you have to have content, but how can you make your content really stand out? And you can do that by really highlighting your niche, highlighting your thought leadership within that niche, and having content that's across channels in various different medias, and including, different types, articles, videos, infographics, etc. And now, even more and more, some of the very, high-tech players are looking more at AR, VR. They're looking at, how can we integrate some very high-tech technology into our marketing? So we've got some exciting offers that'll be coming out in that area later this year. So stay tuned for that. Of course, if you need any advice or counsel, even just want to brainstorm ideas, feel free to contact me at contact@mediadev.com. We have a ton of resources now on our resource library at www.mediadev.com. So don't hesitate to check those out. And we hope to hear from you soon. All right, have a great day. Thanks.